Hello and welcome to the March edition of the Dog Watch, HMCS Prevost monthly news report. I'm Sub-Lieutenant Julian Budd.
And I'm Leading Seaman Andrew Bishop. As you can see, we're in a new studio space this month as Prevost is currently undergoing renovations. This will be our future conference room and library. So Prevost sailors will be able to come here, look at war history, reflect, just have a nice place to hang out. We're going to have a lot of changes coming to Prevost as the months progress.
Speaking about talking to people, I barely know my co-anchor at all. I feel like the only thing I know is that your name is Andrew Bishop. So I had our camera woman, Leading Seaman Mara Pritchard, follow Mr. Bishop around in his civilian life so we can get to know him a little more. Let's take a look at that.
Oh, I didn't see you there. I am Andrew Lloyd Travis Bishop. I am a Naval Combat Information Operator, or NCIOP for short, in the Royal Canadian Navy at HMCS Prevost. So when I'm not reading big books of sailing or filming the Dog Watch, I am a part-time bartender, or as well I'm in school sometimes for various programs such as computer systems technology, pre-health sciences, and electrical techniques. So I was raised in a military household. I was born in North Bay. I moved to Victoria when I was 3. Later moved to Yellowknife, and I've lived in London since I was 11. So I joined the Navy because my dad was a recruiter at the recruiting center back when it was over on Talbot there. So I kind of gravitated more towards the NCIOP trade, I'd say more so. Because my dad said I'd like it, but then when I actually, got on ship and did my job and was looking at all the other trades, I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I had my trade. So my dad actually is now a reservist member of Prevost. He used to be Reg Force for over 30 years there, so only in the past few years has he gone reservist side. Just pretty much the same timeline since I got in. I definitely say the best part about coming to work with my dad is that it saves money on gas because, I just got a car. Every bit helps, paying a lot in insurance. No, I'm just kidding. It's nice to actually come to work and, just have familiar faces and get to see your dad interacting with people and know he has friends. Actually, I really like Cosmos, because it's like the epitome of, a bartender shaking stuff over his shoulder and then not putting any ice in the drink. Like that's kind of cool because people look over when they hear all the rattling and then you just pour the drink.
I would never have guessed that you were such a talentless individual.
I'm going to pretend I didn't hear that.
Moving along, Prevost had the opportunity to take out another Orca-class vessel a couple weeks ago, and Commodore Malkins joined us out there to celebrate 3 individual members who collectively have put together over 100 years of service in the Royal Canadian Navy. Our guest photographer, Ordinary Seaman Pinnell, snapped away and managed to grab some awesome shots of Lieutenant Navy Sam Cakebread and Lieutenant Commander Robert Camphius, celebrating with the Commodore as she recognized their superb service to the RCN. Prevost sailors are also able to shake off the rust and replace it with salt as they participated in seamanship evolutions, ship familiarization, and damage control exercises. It's always a great opportunity for the ship's company to get out to the coast and work together as a team so they can build lifelong friendships and working relationships for decades to come.
Last episode, we touched briefly on the Prevost Revitalization Project. An important part of that is the Battle of the Atlantic Memorial, which commemorates the hundreds of men who lost their lives during the Second World War in the Battle of the Atlantic. The Naval Association of Canada is currently taking donations of any amount, and the GoFundMe page can be found in the link below.
And that concludes the March edition of the Dog Watch. Subscribe, follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. I'm Sub-Lieutenant Julian Budd.
I'm Leading Seaman Andrew Bishop.
Secure the Dog Watch.